I have a feeling you landed on this page because you have a little or maybe a lot of extra weight you would like to try to get rid of once and for all. Maybe you've tried every diet you've ever heard of, which have all failed you, and you're waiting for the next big one to come along. Well, I have bad news for you. There ain't one. And I hope I don't disappoint you by telling you I don't promote any kind of a diet. What I'm promoting is a lifestyle that is easy, but quite frankly, it takes guts because you're going to be different from most of the people in your circle. You're different because you won't be getting heavier as you age. You won't be suffering from any so-called genetic conditions. You won't be spending your hard-earned money on doctors, hospitals, and prescriptions. You'll be more energetic than them, and you'll be motivated and ready to take on the world when you wake. And oh yeah, all of the above is because you'll be eating differently than them. 3 lousy weeks out of your life is all it takes to get yourself onto the high road to health and happiness, to feel more energetic than you ever thought possible, and to be excited when you wake to begin your day. And then as a side benefit, if you have any excess weight, it'll just begin to melt off automatically, all without doctor visits or prescriptions. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be at the ideal weight or level of health you're striving for in only 21 days, but I am telling you that 3 weeks is all it takes to change your taste buds and the nutritional habits you've developed over the years. In less than a month, you'll have new tastes and habits which will lead you down the path to achieving your own vision of ideal health. Here's something else you may not be aware of. There is absolutely no medication or vitamin in existence that is even remotely comparable to the power of whole food, meaning whole fruits and vegetables. In fact, all prescription medications are poison, period. Food is medicine. I think this paragraph could be the briefest description that could ever be stated about what you need to know to change your life. So do you see how easy it is? Just eliminate all meat, dairy, refined food, and oils from your nutritional intake, and then eat only produce, and you're on your way. See, there's no need to buy anything or read any more. You already know it all. All right, so it's not that easy, but there is an easy path to nature, and I found my way, just like many others have before me. And by the way, I'm not so smart. Listen, I don't work in the medical field in any way, and I'm certainly not a doctor. I have no more than a high school education, and I've been cleaning carpets, of all things, as an occupation since 1976. So you must be wondering what gives me the right to preach this stuff. Well, I used to have dangerously high cholesterol, but now my total cholesterol is right around 150 without medication. I used to have very low bone density, but now it's right in the normal range where it belongs, without medication. I used to be borderline diabetic, but now there's not a trace of it in my system, without medications. And by the way, I'm approaching 60 years old. Also, I'm determined. So when I finally realized that my doctors were misleading me with what they thought would help because of what they'd learned, I took charge of my own health. Through extensive reading and studying, I found the answer in 2 different books by 2 different authors, only later realizing that it's been well known since the beginning of time. Less than 100 years ago, most of us Americans were slim, fit, and more importantly, we were healthy. Just look online at the photos from that era and you'll see what I mean. Or, better yet, just look at your own family history album if you have one. The only people who were fat were the rich, while the rest of us ate a predominantly plant-based diet. The same is true today even in the rural areas of many countries. The population eats predominantly whole food, and then they're healthy, and many of them has never even seen a doctor. Guess what? Us Americans now are eating 7% plant-based, 42% animal, and 51% refined. Those are terrible statistics, but they don't have to apply to your family, especially your kids, who, by the way, are not going to ask you to stop taking them to those greasy fast food pits because they want to live a long and healthy life. It's up to you, the parent, to take charge. Back in the 1990s, I once had a serious condition that resulted from my poor nutritional habits, and my doctor gave me a choice. He said, either have surgery or take prescriptions for the rest of my life. Well, knowing what I know now, I wish he would have told me to either have the surgery or change my nutritional intake. But since I was programmed and brainwashed, I had the surgery. Guess what? Now I have a 10-inch long upside down V across my belly that could have been totally avoided if I had only known then what I've learned since. Remember, food is the most powerful medicine available. It always has been and always will be. So in reality, I could have substituted the prescription medicine he was referring to with natural whole veggies and fruits, saving me and the insurance industry lots and lots of money. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you about phytochemicals. Here's a simplified description. Phytochemicals are chemical compounds that occur naturally in plants. More specifically, they're chemicals of major biological significance which tremendously maintain and improve your health. So when I'm at the farmer's market, I'm always in a hunt for as many phytonutrients as I can find. Here's a short list. Seeds, stems, pineapple cores, the thick white area that you'll find underneath the skin of the citrus fruits, as well as a membrane, broccoli stalks, strawberry leaves, watermelon rinds. Just Google it and you'll find so many more. So now you're probably thinking that I pop seeds, chow down on watermelon rinds, and I chew on grape stems, and there ain't no way you're going to do that. But you know, this is where a good high-speed blender comes in handy. I blend all of the above regularly, including an avocado seed, which you'll never know is in there. And it's resulting in more daily phytonutrients than most people will consume in a year. So relax though. I'm not suggesting you're going to go cold turkey and beginning tomorrow when you wake, you're going to become a happy, healthy, energetic vegetarian. Man, I didn't. I began my own transition clear back in 1999, making changes little by little in my nutritional habits that have led me to my excellent health today. But I transitioned for more than 10 years. When I think of the time I wasted, I wish I could turn the clock back and start over. I'm going to show you such an easy and fast way to blend into a healthy lifestyle that you wonder how you ever got along without it before. Here's what it will take to make it easy for you and your kids to get healthy and lose weight if you need to. Remember I told you it's easy, but it takes guts. For me, my reading is what led me to creating a nutritional lifestyle that's not only healthy, but has boosted my energy level and my immune system so much that I feel better now than I have for the past decade and a half. Plus, I'm not depriving myself of anything, I'm never hungry, and I'm having a blast. I've laid it all out for you in my book, The Nature Carver. Now, I emphasize throughout the book that you should create your own plan that works for you. But I know in my heart that after reading about my trial and errors, my daily nutritional intake and what it consists of, and why it'll work for you, that you'll be thrilled to invest in such a small amount for such a large amount of life-changing information. Then as you keep my real-life experiences in mind, you'll easily be able to create a plan for you and your kids. And by the way, if you don't agree with me, just ask for a full refund. I'll give it to you, no questions asked. You have nothing to lose except weight, and you can gain a long, healthy, disease-free life. Order your copy of The Nature Carver now at an incredibly low introductory price of not $29.97, only $19.97. But hurry, because you know sooner or later I'm going to put it back up to where it belongs.